Hi there, Coach Latanya here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing some information with you about hormonal imbalance and how that affects hair loss, specifically in the area of menopause. All right, so if you are in that season or going into that season and you're feeling that shift and noticing a difference in your hair, you're not losing your mind. So I'm going to share a little bit of information with you that I think you are going to want to know. All right, so if you're interested in that topic, stay tuned. All right, welcome. First of all, before we get started, I want to thank each and every subscriber. We have hit over 500 subscribers, and I could not have done it without you. You are the reason that I'm here. I am here to help you elevate wellness with simple and practical ways. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. If you enjoy this channel, you keep coming back week after week, please remember to share it with others so we can help others elevate wellness as well. If this is your first time and this is the type of information, content that you're looking for, content that is simple, practical in areas to help you elevate wellness, simple and practical ways to help you elevate wellness in your mind, in your spirit, and in your body, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So the next time I upload more content like this, you will be among the first to be notified. All right, I'm also launching my changing around my wellness studio. So if you've not been there in a while, you can hit that link in the description and hop over there and see and check out my new services and products. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. So this weekend I was reading the comment section. I saw this ad for hair growth, and I love hair. We know this already, right? This has already been established. So I stumbled upon this ad this weekend, and in the comment section there were a lot of women sharing their experience with menopause, going through menopause, experiencing a lot of hair loss. And I've spoken to a couple clients who've already been through that stage of life, and they noticed a change in their hair. Although they both still have a lot of hair, they made some changes, but hair loss is not something that they are still experiencing. And I actually did a video already, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the flow of the video, so this is why we're here today. You're getting this video later than normal. But I wanted to really serve you with really good content, and I stumbled upon this video that I think is gonna really just bring it on home for you. This video is a video that is done by Nourish Your Crown, and I'm gonna put her in the description. She has experienced hair loss. She shares her journey. She shares information there. But she did a video with Karen from Curl House, and she is a certified trichologist. A trichologist is someone who studies hair, so she's like a hair loss specialty. That's her specialty, okay? And they did this podcast or this video together where they really served with information, with experience, with wisdom, and so I could not upload that video and not acknowledge them and share them. I had already did my video, but this really, I believe in community. I really believe in community because I cannot bring you everything. We grow together. We elevate wellness together. I learn things from you. Hopefully you learn things from me. We learn things from others, from like-minded individuals. And I believe that's why community is so important, because we grow together, right? We grow individually and we grow corporately together. All right, so I'm going to put those two individuals, those two channels also in the description, because I want you to really glean from that knowledge and that experience that they had. But as a wellness coach, I do this all the time. I've been in this field for over 20 years. I actually have a cosmetology background as well. That is, it was my frustration from seeing so many synthetic ingredients out there. Irritated my children. It irritated me as well. And so That was creator's call for me to go ahead and pull on those things that my grandmother taught me about herbs. I've said this before. I am Scooter Wokan, Native American woman. And, you know, I grew up knowing the power, respecting the power that creator has given us through the medicines like sage and like so many things. A lot of the things that we consider weeds even are medicine, like dandelions, but I'll get into that another video. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing with you some information from the perspective of a wellness coach, to let you know how hormonal imbalance during menopause can affect hair growth. Okay. And some things that you can do to help with that issue if you are experiencing that. All right. And so let's go ahead and dive in. It's important to understand that when we go through menopause, our estrogen is not as high as it used to be, right? It drops dramatically. And so as estrogen drops, progesterone also drops, okay? Now, when those two hormones drop, those two sex hormones drops, we find cortisol can easily spike. Now, why is that important? It's important to understand that cortisol is a stress hormone. This is why we get frazzled so easily, okay? We may find that, you know, things that used to like, all right, fine, just kind of aggravate or annoy. Now we're like, we're done. We can't take it. We're not doing it. We're just done, right? Because cortisol, we don't have that balance in the hormones anymore. And so we can really fly. We can become irritated quite easily, right? And that is why. So you're not losing your mind. It really is an imbalance of the hormones. Okay. Hot flashes. A lot of times hot flashes is an indicator that estrogen has dropped really low. Okay. And so if you're having hot flashes at night, you're not able to get the sleep you need, you're waking up tired, that can elevate cortisol as well. Okay. So sleepless nights, feeling tired, having a lot on you, a lot on your plates, because as women, we have a lot on our plates. Okay. Many of us do. That can elevate cortisol as well. So we find ourselves now at this stage of life in a situation where we're really having to manage stress. On top of that, metabolism also drops at a level where we start to notice that, you know what, the things I used to eat now, I'm gaining weight a lot quicker than I did before, right? Because we have gotten to a place where our muscle mass has changed, has decreased to a point where we don't burn as efficiently as we did before. This is why weight training is so important, okay? But I'm going to share a little bit more on that later in this video, so hold on, okay? So you can see, I'm looking at my notes here. So you can see how much just an imbalance of those hormones can affect our lives, right? I am not a doctor. I am not a physician, okay? I do not specialize in menopause. I do believe and I hope that there will be training wellness coaches that specialize in menopause, and who knows, maybe one day I will, but at the moment I am not. I am only sharing from my experience and the experience that I've noticed in others that I work with, okay? So I'm sharing from that experience. If you feel like you're at a place where you just cannot deal, I recommend finding a doctor who is highly knowledgeable in that area. If there's anyone who's seen a doctor or has a doctor, please go ahead and put that in the comment section to help the community grow. And maybe that individual can reach out and get knowledge and also get help, okay? But today I'm here to serve you with information, practical information that you can use to help to balance those hormones, okay? All right. So the first thing is going to be working out. I say this all the time. You see my walking workouts, and I've shared this before, that I noticed that I was doing too many intense workouts. And even that, it can sound good, right? But too many intense workouts during that stage of life can cause cortisol to strike, to elevate. And the reason why is because stress, working out intensely is a stress on the body. And when you do it too often, there's not enough time to recover. Okay. So I'm used to pushing my body. That's what I do. Right. But my body at this stage has gotten to a level where I need more recovery. So it's not that I can't do it, but I need recovery. I wasn't getting recovery. I was doing 3 and 4 days and then maybe recover one day on the, I was doing 6 days of working out, and I don't need 6 days of exercise. Okay. 6 days of walking. Yes. 3 to 4 or 2 to 3 days of weightlifting. That's what I need. I was doing way too much. And so what was happening was my body was inflamed. And I know this because when I brought it down a little bit and did a little and started doing the walking workouts, I would wake up in the morning. I slept better, but wake up in the morning with 1 to 2 pounds off of the scale. And I didn't change any eating. So I realized then my body was inflamed, and I would be inflamed for days. And so that level of inflammation is what can cause your body to be stressed, and it can affect your hair growth. All right. And so this is where you want to come in and figure out what pattern of exercise works best for you. I do recommend the walking workouts. I do recommend walking most days, because now the walking workouts will get you in zone 2 level fat burning. But let's say you're doing that 5 days a week, just do some leisure walking on that 6th day and just hang out on that other day. So just have a complete day of rest, chilling, reading, whatever it is that you want to do. 5 days getting the 10K steps in, up to, right? 10K steps in. That 6th day, some leisurely walking, and figure out what works best for you. Okay. If you find that you're at a place where 5 days is too much, then bring it down to 8,000 steps, bring it down to 7,500 steps, and then kind of vary it throughout the week instead of just a straight line of, that many steps. So you're going to have to play around with it, because we're individuals. Okay. So what works for me may not work for you, but it's just a guideline. Okay. Play around with it, journal it, because that'll help you understand, okay, right now, this is what's working for me. And you can always refer back to that, because this is a journey. Things happen, vacations happen, birthdays happen, anniversaries happen. We get thrown off, and then we I don't know about you, but then I forget, wait, what was I doing that worked? We forget. Okay. So the walking workouts helps to lower cortisol, which is very, very, very important. Okay. With the weight training, I recommend 2 to 3 days of weight training. Okay. Now for me, I'm training individuals, so that's what works for me. But you want to figure out what works best for you. Now, the reason why weight training is important is because it's going to help us build muscle. And as we build muscle, that improves our metabolism. It improves blood sugar regulation. It improves lean body mass, which is very important. It also helps to improve blood circulation, and that will help to get to the hair follicles as we are improving circulation throughout the body. Okay. When we improve our circulation, that is also helping to pump those nutrients from the foods that we eat also into the bloodstream, to the follicles, to where they need to be. And that is what helps us to improve hair growth. Now, I've noticed for myself that as I am active, as I'm getting my workouts in, not only is my hair growing, but it's growing faster. So keep that in mind as well. Now, as we are exercising, as we're getting that weight training in, building that muscle, boosting the metabolism, I want to share this quickly with you. I want to keep this video short, but I want to share this with you. When you improve your metabolism, you can take your body from burning 10 calories per pound of muscle to burning 15 calories per pound of muscle. Okay? So that means that if you're 150 pounds, and your caloric intake is 10 calories per pound of muscle, that's 1,500 calories you need to eat just to maintain. But let's say that you are 150 pounds and times 115. So now you go from needing 1,500 calories to sustain to 2250 in order to sustain. So you see the difference? Now, you're not going to gain 5 pounds of muscle in 1 week. It may take you 3 to 4 months. It may take you a little bit longer. Everybody gains muscle at different rates, okay? But that is how you improve metabolism. And what happens with that as well is you're constantly burning. When you're sleeping, when you're sitting, when you're resting, you are still burning calories. When you're not active and you lead an inactive life, you're not burning when you're sitting. And so that helps to further promote hair loss. Okay? Now, let's talk about food. You hear me say this all the time. My nation, a lot of indigenous nations, you hear us say things like, oh, that's good medicine. Community is good medicine. Nature is good medicine. Food is good medicine, right? Well, food is good medicine. And let me tell you why. Foods like sweet potatoes, lentils, for sure, I have noticed this, can help with lower estrogen levels. They are phytoestrogens. Phytoestrogens are plant-based estrogens. And so that helps us support that estrogen level. It helps us to feed us with phytoestrogens and help to bring us back to levels that are good for us, are healthy for us, okay? But then fats are also very important. I know in the weight loss industry, we're sold on the fact that you need less calories in order to lose weight. Scientifically, that is true. But if you're trying to lose fat, there's a different approach to that. And eating more fat, foods that are higher in fat, quality fats like avocado, salmon, mackerel, almonds, walnuts, pecans, pumpkin seeds, or those are seeds. What's another one? Almonds, walnuts, cashews, very, very good. I eat nuts every day. I have a mixed nut container, and I have some every day as a snack. But those healthy fats really help to support hormonal balance as well. That's what fat does. It supports hormonal balance. Okay, I have to say this again. Fats, healthy fats, support hormonal balance. So this is why when we go on those low fat, and I've seen this before, I've seen this in women where they go on these very low fat diets. Their skin looks depleted. It looks more wrinkled. It looks more dry. Have that glow. The skin can appear lifeless. Hair can fall out. Because here's the thing. When we eat a deficit, especially of like 500 calories, right? Because we're told 500 calories on a deficit is how you lose weight. You don't need to exercise, lose weight without exercising. Exercising is not about vanity. Exercise is good medicine that we need on a weekly basis, okay? Depending on where you are, that will determine the level of medicine you need in your life, okay? Now, let me get back. But with these healthy fats, right, that helps to support the hormones. It helps to support us and keep those hormones happy, all right? Now, nuts and seeds are also very important. I've shared in videos before that daily I have chia seeds, I have flax seeds, I have pumpkin seeds, I have hemp hearts. I have all of those, and I kind of rotate them out. But I have all of those seeds, nuts and seeds, on a daily basis. Daily basis. I sprinkle some here and I sprinkle some there. I sprinkle some throughout my food or my meals. I have it in my protein pancake. I find a way to get that in because it's very important, okay? Very, very important. It has those fats in them, and foods like, or seeds like, flaxseed has shown to slow down some growths of cancers and tumors. It's very good for women's health. It's good medicine, okay? I really cannot get away from that. It's good medicine, okay? I find for myself that hemp hearts are very good because of the fat, and I believe that I eat the way my ancestors ate. I eat the way we've been here before Columbus, and what that means is for centuries, my people have been eating a certain way. Scudore Wokan, one of the names of the bands of the Tuscarora is the hemp gatherers. Come on. I can't make it up. So if one of the bands, and I'll talk about what that means, but if one of the bands of the Tuscarora is known as Scudore, but English is Tuscarora, so is known as the hemp gatherers, come on. That's what my DNA knows. So I noticed when I was experiencing anxiety and things like that, I needed the fat. That's what really stabilized and healed me. Okay. And so that's why I have hemp often, like every day. Okay. Now, leafy green veggies are so important because that also helps with blood sugar regulation, especially if you find that you crave a lot of sugar. That can help with blood sugar regulation. I saute my collard greens, my spinach. Sometimes you can freeze spinach, and I can just throw those in a protein shake or in an omelet. But I have that often as well. Kale I have. Broccoli is very high in vitamin C. But if you're having hormonal imbalance, try to not have broccoli too often. Okay. So those are the foods that you want to kind of plug in to your day as well, so that you can you can support those hormones. All right. Now, stress management. Let's talk about it. We all go through a level of stress. There's things that I'm going through right now. I'm sure there's things that you're going through right now. But it's important to find ways to manage how our bodies deal with the stress. Okay. So it's not that we won't have it, but we have to manage how stress has us. Right? Do you have stress or does it have you? Right? So yes, we all experience stress in some levels, but by working out, that gives your body the capability to manage stress better. Right? You don't get tight in the chest. You don't get the headaches. You might get annoyed, but you don't go off the handle. Your body is better equipped to manage it. Okay? Another thing that I practice is prayer, meditation, journaling. Okay. I have grown spiritually during this time, this season, because I've learned that, the Bible, I'm not religious. I don't practice. I have to do X, Y, and Z to get to my creator, to get to my God, to get to Abba. I practice relationship. And the more I practice relationship and getting into his presence through prayer, through meditation, through worship, I've grown spiritually. And what happens now is that my capacity to manage stress has changed. I don't get shook easily. Okay. And that's not a brag on me. It's really a boast. It's a boast on Creator, because he's able to keep me when otherwise I would have lost it. Right? He's able to maintain, sustain me. When I go in prayer and I'm reading my word, I stand on that word. It's so, faith is important for stress management. I'm not saying that you need to have faith, because your life is your life. But I'm saying what works for me is worship, is meditation, is prayer, is journaling. It has really changed the whole game for me, because not only do I have peace now where I had stress, now I also have strategy where I had no answers. It has been a complete game changer for me. Okay. Now, to the point where I'm actually working on a meditation course over on my wellness, in my wellness studio, because I want to be able to share, to show, to teach you how to meditate in a way that is that is in alignment with that of a believer. Okay. And how that meditation can really just bring down the glory of God in your life. Okay. Another thing that I like to do is go on walks. Okay. So walks, meditative walks, listening to nice music, worship music, music that just makes me, keep it, like violin music or whatever it is that I feel like. I like a lot of types of music. I'm starting to read now as well. I have like adult coloring books that I do, going out in the garden. All of those things are great ways to manage stress. Okay. It decompresses. Now, so those are some great ways for stress management, but I recommend putting these in on a daily basis. Maybe I recommend 20 to 30 minutes of prayer meditation every day, right? Getting up early, 20, 30 minutes early, pray before you get your day started. Eat foods that are highly nutritious, nutritionally dense. Eat less foods that are processed, a lot of preservatives, a lot of salt. All of those things are not going to be good at this stage of life, okay? I wanted to make mention too that sleep is very important, because if we're not getting the right amount of sleep, right, that can elevate cortisol. It can also elevate blood pressure, okay? And it can make you feel horrible. It really can. So with blood pressure being elevated, and then you're not having proper meal planning and you're going out to eat, then that's further elevating your blood pressure and you're not feeling well. It can just send us into a spiral. So I wanted to share also that there are some supplements that you can take to help with stress management. Okay, again, I am not a doctor. I'm sharing with you my experience, because these are the things that I have done or still do. Okay, so ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb. Okay, and what adaptogenic herbs can do for us is it helps support the stress. It helps us to just say, right? And I have noticed that I sleep better. I know if my cortisol is elevated, I didn't sleep well the other night. Perhaps there's a lot going on, just a busy schedule. I'll take a little bit of ashwagandha. I used to take it every day, but after my body has, thank God, healed from that season, I have it whenever I know I need it. Okay, so I don't take it every day now, but ashwagandha definitely helped. It also helps with blood sugar regulation as well. Rhodiola is another herb. It's a flower. Passion flower and sage. All of those right now, ashwagandha and sage, also chamomile, are my go-tos. They help me sleep at night. Oh, I'm sorry. And magnesium. Magnesium and zinc, as well as vitamin D. All of those I take because it helps to support where I am in this season. It helps to, the ashwagandha, the sage, the chamomile, helps to support my nervous system, keep me calm, relaxed, so that I can not only go to sleep, but sleep throughout the night, sleep well throughout the night, okay? Very, very important. So again, if you, I recommend consulting a physician first, but those are supplements that you can find pretty much anywhere, all right? Hair care has changed for me as well. Now, I have had locks my twins are 15. I've had locks for 15 years this year, okay? And what I notice is I am, as my hair is coming in white here, I am trying to manipulate it less, okay? So what I've done is not palm roll as often, okay? Which I wasn't really concerned with that before anyway, as long as it's neat. I shampoo my hair during the summertime more often. So I shampoo my hair every 7 to 10 days in the summertime. And the reason why is because the sun is constantly drawing out moisture from my hair, especially as it is light. And so what I find for myself is that I'm adding moisture and hydration back into my hair. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to explain to you what that looks like. And this has some really, really good, let me shake it up first. It has some really, really good herbal infusion in it, okay? And so it has, for example, I wanted to share this with you. It has lavender in it and chamomile in it, which is very soothing, anti-inflammatory. It has sage in it as well, which I explained that sage can help to calm, but it's also good if you transdermal. It can also be absorbed into the scalp, and as well as stinging nettle. Now I want you to do your own research on stinging nettle, but I've done research. This has it in it, and this has it in it, okay? Because stinging nettle can help to lower, let me bring it up here so I say it the right way. Stinging nettle is an effective DHT blocker, okay? That can help promote hair growth. DHT, dihydrotestosterone, is a hormone that is linked to male and female hair loss. Stinging nettle extract contains compounds that inhibit the production of DHT. Can we just put an amen in the comment section? So I created this product, oh my goodness, probably 5 years ago. It also has rose hydrosol in it. I do not play with the quality of my products. With the ingredients, I don't play with it. So what you can do, this is water-based. And for my locks, I'm gonna show you what I do. Let me move my heater that's plugged in. So what I do with this is it's a water-based. There's also castor oil in it as well, so that it seals in the moisture. You can spray this on the scalp and it feels so good. Oh my goodness, it feels so good. Spray it on the scalp and just rub that in, and it feels amazing. So this is hydrating the hair, hydrating the scalp, and then it smells so good too. So nice and light and herbal. And it's soothing for the scalp. Soothing, nourishing, is getting all those good herbs in there. Oh my goodness, I love it. It really has changed the game on my hair growth. Okay, so, and then I go in, and I've shown this before with my serum. I don't necessarily need as much oil during the summer because it's more, I need the hydration more, but I'll show you here. So I'm just gonna drop this in here and massage this in. And I wanted to show you, look at my edges. I don't know if you remember what they looked like before, but my edges I'm so grateful to Creator, because he has given me the opportunity to create a product that helps to promote healthy hair growth. And I don't need a lot. Highly effective. I love it. You can see for yourself that I have edges. So the workouts, the food, the stress management, all of that helps to support. If you're just having, the gummies for hair growth or whatever, it really is about lifestyle. If you're going to maintain it, it's going to have to be lifestyle. You're going to need to have better metabolism. You're going to need those things. Okay. So the gummies alone won't work. It won't work. The oil alone won't work. It has got to be lifestyle. But what I do is I manipulate my hair less by palm rolling less often. Okay. I am still using my hair care products. I'm just manipulating less. Now, another thing that I've had to do is I had to stop pulling my hair back, because that's what was pulling my edges in the first place, pulling it back into the cute styles. I had to kind of just let it rock. All right. And so that also has gotten my hair to fill back in as well. So less tension, less pulling, less manipulating, less chemical use. I'm not saying none. Look at me with the blonde hair. So clearly I'm not saying none. I'm just saying that, watch the heat, watch the hair color, watch the things that you're putting, the styling, right? I don't create hair styling products. I create hair care products, okay? Or hair love products, I should say. All right? And so those are my tips for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got a lot of information. Hope and pray that you got a lot of information, a lot of gems from this video. If so, leave a comment. Let me know which one stood out for you. I would love to hear from you. Now, again, I want to make mention of Nourish Your Crown and Karen from Curl House. Thank you so much for the video that you did. I had to shout you out because the content that I provide here as a wellness coach, all of that information together is a very well-rounded way. Okay, they gave their specialty, they gave their experience, but as a wellness coach, I wanted to bring you, I had to give you information that I know has worked for myself and the clients that I work with as a wellness coach. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until next time, live beautiful.